He finds Robinson. Kaboom!
Duncan Robinson makes $60 million over 4 years for standing in the corner and shooting threes with a 39% success rate. That's what around $15 million per season gets you in today's NBA. He doesn't create plays of the dribble and doesn't run the offense. His role is defined and his impact is limited to how hot he is from behind the line. Now, compare that salary to players who had a full offensive package, shooting, playmaking, passing, but played in the league way before the salaries exploded. How much would they make today? And perhaps a much bigger question is, could they adjust to today's NBA playing style? In this case, we're talking about Peja Stojakovic, a member of the iconic 2002 Kings roster, and a shooter so good they named him the Sniper. Would he be worth $60 million over 4 years today, or maybe much more? Let's find out. In 2003 to 2004, the entire NBA averaged 14.7 three-point attempts per team per game. This season, 37. The league completely changed what's considered valuable in a player. Today, a 6'7" wing who can shoot 40% from three and stretch the defense so your star player has a highway to the basket is one of the most precious assets. That is what Peja would be doing in the modern NBA. However, he'd be capable of even more since he wasn't just your average role player. He developed as a young player in Greece, got drafted 14th by the Kings, and by his mid-20s was one of the 5 most dangerous offensive players in the league. In 2003 to 2004, he averaged 24 points on 42% from 3 and finished 4th in MVP voting behind KG, Tim Duncan, and Jermaine O'Neal. That's quite a company to be in. He was also back-to-back three-point contest champion in 2002 and 2003 with 3 All-Star appearances and an NBA title with Dallas in 2011. The Sacramento Kings ran everything through Chris Webber in the post while Peja was the release valve. He was the guy who caught it in the corner after the defense collapsed and buried the open 3, and he was perfect at it. But here's where the problem was. Peja was perfect at it and still averaged only 5 attempts per game. To understand how weird that is, let's take a look at the numbers and what the market pays for his skill set right now. Duncan Robinson is making $16 million a year, and he's nowhere near as versatile as Peja was. Then there's Middleton, who had more than once trick on offense, but still was overpaid like hell. $35 million a year is just insane for his level of production after they won the championship. Out of all the people in this table, Klay Thompson is the most direct comparison with Peja. Elite catch and shoot, deadly off screens, plays without the ball as well as anyone in the last 20 years. The Warriors paid him $43 million per year at age 31 after ACL injury, which was considered too much at the time as well. But there was also a loyalty component to that contract as well. It's not like he was just another overpaid shooter. Anyways, back in the 2000s, Peja was Klay, but with a better mid-range, equivalent three-point shooting and arguably smoother footwork off screens. The only thing Klay does better is defend, but he had his lapses as well. Put 2004 Peja Stojakovic on the Boston Celtics, the Warriors, or basically any other NBA roster. Any semi-decent slasher will drive down the lane and kick out for an open 3 if help comes. When there's a shooter like Peja in the corner, your point guard can exploit all kinds of gaps within the line, as you cannot leave him alone for even a second. Imagine having him next to Luka. He needs one thing above anything else: shooters who will punish help defenders or double teams. Peja coming off a pin down on the weak side while Luka is driving baseline. That's basically every coach's dream. With 40% shooting on 10 attempts per game, he'd average 12 points alone before touching mid-range, free throws, or cuts. We're easily taking about 18 to 20 points per game, coming from one of the most mature shooters ever. The sad part of Peja's story is that he wasn't held back by a lack of talent, but the timing in the league wasn't right for a sniper like him. With only 5 attempts per game, he was one of the best three-point shooters in the game for 13 straight seasons and an MVP candidate. Imagine what he could do with a permission to shoot as much as guys today do. The game Peja was perfect for didn't exist yet. It took almost 2 decades for the NBA to transition into what it is now. With this shooting volume, spacing, and contracts, contenders would get in line for his signature. When we talk about Michael Jordan, we remember he played through hand-checking and physical defense that would get you fouled out in today's game. We call him the GOAT because we understand context instead of just pulling out numbers. So when it comes to shooting, we should give Peja the same grace. He put up those numbers in the hardest possible context for a player like him. In the modern era, those numbers would probably be even more insane. He retired in 2011 as a champion with the Mavs, averaging 15 points and 4 rebounds over the course of his career, with an amazing 40% from 3. In another timeline, we'd be talking about Peja when discussing today's big contracts, impact on championship teams, and winning multiple rings. However, he's still a legend. The Kings retired his number 16 back in 2014, and will always remember that epic series against the Lakers in 2002 when the world wasn't ready for Sacramento to be in the NBA Finals. Let me know in the comments below what you think of Peja's career and how well do you think he'd fit in today's NBA. If you'd like more stories like this one, hit that like and subscribe button. See you in the next one.